What is going on, everyone? My name is Colin. Welcome to the Poke Office. In today's video, we're talking about Paldea Evolved again. It has been out for officially just over a month, and there's been quite a bit of movement, but maybe not as much as you'd expect. Like most of the time when a set releases, we see the prices start really high at pre-release and then slowly come down for kind of a long period of time, because as more and more people open up the set, more cards go into circulation, and there's just not the demand for the cards that there was right at pre-release prices. And the occasional one, like only a few that I can think of in the past where the prices have actually gone up. And Paldea Evolved has one of those cards that has actually increased quite drastically since pre-release prices. But we'll take a look at what's been going on in the market for Paldea Evolved, and then of course open up a couple packs. Before we get to the data, I want to let you know about a giveaway I got going on this week. Paldea Evolved, I'm giving away 4 packs. So what you need to do to enter is like the video, comment what your favorite card is out of Paldea Evolved, or what you think about Paldea Evolved, or kind of any comment. I just use a random comment picker. And make sure you're subscribed to the channel, bell notifications on, so that you see the winner announced on Mondays. Let's get to the Poke data and see what's up. Okay, so getting right into it, I took all the cards that are currently worth $10 or more out of Paldea Evolved and looked at the 1 month graph because it's only been out 1 month. So what you're going to see, you're not going to see the pre-release pricing out of this graph. So you might see the starting point a little bit high or maybe even a little bit low. So take that into consideration. If you want to check out more of the charts, you can go to tcgplayer.com. I can link that below in the description as well. But first card above $10 in Paldea Evolved right now, Basic Water Energy, the gold card, hyper rare, I believe it's called. Started at $11.41, hit a high of $11.67, now down to $10.11, which is an 11.4% drop. A lot of 11s that I just talked about. Wow. Next. Coco, the illustration rare. This is a cool card and actually has gone up in value over the last month, which is interesting because it's one of very few cards that have gone up over the last month of Paldea Evolved. Started a month ago at $9.55, currently sitting at $10.70, which is a 12% gain. I really, really like the storyline cards where you have the full evolution, like Fuecoco, Crocolore, and then Skeledirge. I think that's amazing. Next up, we have a full art ultra rare Chien-Pao EX, another really cool Pokemon that's out of the Scarlet and Violet era. This one down 25.7% from $14.81 down to $11.01. There's another variant of this card, just like the regular EX Chien-Pao, that's actually quite expensive for a regular EX card. Last I checked, it was like $8 or $9, which is kind of crazy. Next up, we got the Wo-Chien EX. This is the special illustration rare. Actually, like the more I see this card, the more I like it. It looks really cool. The colors, like it's kind of like ominous and dark green. Like, I don't know, it's weird. Anyways, started at $14.89, down 25.9% to $11.03. Those are the current lows and highs for the last month, which is kind of crazy. Next, we have Baxcalibur. Really cool artwork. The colors seem to really pop. So I like this one quite a bit. Again, though, down 18.5% from $13.78 to $11.23. Next up, we got the Tinglu EX. Another, I've seen this card in person. My buddy Josh pulled it, and it actually looks really, really cool in person. I find so many of like the scans of the pictures in Scarlet and Violet era look really dark, but not so much when you actually pull them in person, which is nice. This one down 25.9% from $15.37, currently sitting at $11.39. Next, one of my favorite cards out of Scarlet and Violet era so far, Squawkabilly EX. I love the artwork. It's so bright and colorful. It looks really, really cool. But this card has never really done anything more than hit that $15 mark early on. So started at $15.21. Now it's down to $12.36, which is an 18.7% drop. Next, we got 2 gold cards to talk about. The first one being Super Rod. This card must just be playable. I'm not that knowledgeable about the TCG. So this card started at $14.95. Hit a low of $13.08, and now it's jumped back up a little bit to $13.25. So this graph's showing a lot of movement, but there's actually only like $2 worth of spread here. Hasn't moved all that much. This card down 11.4% over the last month. The next gold card is the Chien-Pao EX gold card. Same as the ultra rare full art, except it's gold. And this one doing pretty much the same thing as that other card, down 19.8% from $17.14 to $13.74. Hey, before we carry on, I just wanted to let you know that I just created a Discord server for the Poke Office community. I've been working on it all week, so it's up and running. There's still some bugs to sort out and whatnot, but if you want to join, the link is down below in the description. We can carry on this conversation on Discord, so check the link and join the Poke Office Discord now. Okay, next we got Skeledirge EX. This is the final evolution, the special illustration rare of the Fuecoco line. Another one where down 14.5%. We're seeing a lot of similar graphs in this video so far. So started at $17.07 and down to $14.59. So basically most of these graphs, they're starting up at their peak and then they're slowly drifting downwards. I'm really not 100% convinced that they're done coming down, though lots of these cards are already at that like $10 to $15 mark. And I mean, I think a special illustration rare has got to be worth 10 to 15 bucks. Like, that's just my opinion. So maybe there's not a ton more movement coming out of Paldea Evolved. I'm really interested to check this one out in the coming months because Paldea Evolved, I think, is going to be short printed. There hasn't been a lot of hype for it because Scarlet and Violet 151, or the Japanese version of Pokemon 151, has just been taking over online, and everyone is talking about that. So Paldea Evolved, even Obsidian Flame, there's been some new stuff coming out in the news about that, and it's just been overlooked so far. But there's a really cool, well, some people think it's cool, some people don't think it's cool, the new Charizard Terra card that just dropped this morning, from what I could tell online. I'll talk about it later in the video. Next, we got the Meowscarada EX. Started at $19.66. Another one where it's just down 25.2% to $14.71. And another special illustration rare that has really cool artwork, and I just can't see it dropping that much lower. Like $14.71 for one of the starter final evolutions and the special illustration rare for as of that. It's got to be worth 10 to 15 bucks in my opinion. So hard to know. Next, our first trainer card that we're talking about, the Boss's Orders. Another similar graph, straight down, started at $21.09, currently sitting at $14.84. Next, we got Tinkaton EX. This one's a little bit different of a graph, actually, kind of like slowly trending downwards, and then it's taken a pretty nasty drop over the last week. Started at $17.37, stayed in that $16 to $17 range for most of the month, now down to $14.84. Next, this one is different, the Raichu. This one was one of those cards that had a big gain from pre-release. So we're not even seeing like the full pre-release prices here because that's before June 12th is when the graph is. But this one on June 12th was $21.09, hit a high of $29.97. So this one was one of those three cards that just was shooting up after pre-release, like on release weekend. So hit that high of almost $30 and now dropped significantly down to $16.18. So I'm hoping that you did not purchase out of FOMO this Raichu because it's crazy. Same with two more cards that we'll talk about in a minute. Next up, we have Grusha. I love the artwork on this card. Again, we started at $19.97, went a little bit higher right off the bat to $22.58, but then has come back down to $17.30, a 13.4% drop. Dendra, a different story. It started off high and has just been dropping ever since. Started at $25.17, currently sitting at $18.55, which is a 26.3% drop. Next, another one of those cards where you might have bought at a high point, the Tyranitar. We're not seeing pre-release prices, but this one was not at a high during pre-release. Then it spiked up to $36.55 where it started a month ago and now has come crashing back down to under $20, a 45.9% drop, but still such a cool card. The Godzilla effect is just like super epic in this card. I love it. Next, another one where we've actually seen an increase, the second one that we've talked about so far today, the Chi-Yu EX. Another amazing artwork that looks even better in person. Started at $18.43, currently sitting at $20.91, which is a 13.5% gain. Then we have the Chien Pao EX Special Illustration Rare, another gorgeous card, but a similar graph to lots that we've looked at today, straight down from the top. Started at $39.54, currently sitting at $28.66. Then we have the Iono, the ultra rare or full art trainer card. Has done pretty well. It was at $47.30. Now it's at $35.32, which is a 25.3% drop, but still a pretty nice pull, which I pulled last week, which was pretty awesome. The Magikarp, this is the one where I really hope you didn't FOMO purchase this one, because pre-release prices, this card was at $20. Then we start a month ago from today, and it was at $63.20. Then right short after that, next week, it hit a high of $82.63. It looked like it was never going to stop increasing, and then too many people started pulling it. The supply continued to come. The demand started to waver, and now it's down to $45.86. But still, if you bought this card in pre-release, you could have bought it for $20. Now you buy it for $45.86. The artwork is absolutely gorgeous. One of these crazy cards that the only other ones I can think of are like the Giratina out of Lost Origin that has increased since pre-release. And I can't even tell you the other ones. Maybe the Gengar out of Fusion Strike. No, you know what? It's the Machamp out of Astral Radiance. That's the one that also increased after pre-release pricing, which is crazy that a few cards seem to do that. Last card we're talking about is the Iono Special Illustration Rare. This one, still a really hot card, but it's down quite a bit. Started at $157.74, now down to $102.78, which is a 34.8% drop. I actually was able to trade my ultra rare Iono plus a couple other cards for a copy of this one, and man, oh man, the artwork looks spectacular. But now it's time to open up some Paldea Evolved, so I'll flip the screen around and see if I can pull one for myself, this Iono Special Illustration Rare, or that Magikarp, or the Tyranitar, or the Chiapao. So many more cards that I want to pull out of Paldea Evolved. I think it's actually a great set, so I'll see you on the flip side. Okay, let me know what you think about Paldea Evolved. Do you think it's still kind of one of those sleeper sets? Pokemon Company has said that they're not printing this too much because of all the hype for Obsidian Flame and because of all the hype for Scarlet and Violet 151. The Japanese 151 has just been like outrageous online, and for good reason, because it's absolutely amazing. But I think Paldea Evolved has a lot to offer. There's a lot of really cool cards. It's kind of turning out to be like one of those like middle of the line sets that there's not going to be like a huge lot of cards that are worth a ton of money. You do have the Iono, which, flipping the screen now, this is the one I traded for, and this card actually looks so ridiculously cool in person. Love that it's like you got the Magnemite, you got the Pikachu, you got the Eevee, I don't know, all the sweets, and the card just like actually really shines in person. I think it's actually such an amazing card. Hoping to send that one off for grading. Yeah, so I only have 8 packs today. That's all I had in the closet for the time being. But that won't stop us from ripping into something. And man, I would love, well, that Iono would be another sick pull if I could pull it myself. I traded for that one, I didn't pull it myself. But obviously the Magikarp is something that I'm definitely after. Just for the collection, looks awesome. Wochian EX right off the bat. Oh baby, that's the special illustration rare right there. Not bad. And a Pikachu EX. Well, I mean, I guess we're starting off hot with a double banger pack and a special illustration rare. Holy cow. Alright, it's one of the cheaper ones, but man, like, look at how ominous that looks. It looks really, really cool. Absolutely sick. That's a good way to start ripping into Pokemon. I can tell you that. A double banger pack with the special illustration rare. I have had the hot hand lately. I regret to say it, but I didn't capture it on camera. But I was opening up some Fusion Strike yesterday, and I pulled the Espeon VMAX, and in the very next pack, I pulled the Gengar Alt Art VMAX. Like, are you kidding me? Man, I wish I would have caught it on camera for you all, but it was epic. Quackable EX. Oh man, the hits are coming rapid fire. No one seems to like Quackable or the Quaxly line in general. Tell me what you think about the Quaxly line. Most of the reviews I have heard are negative for it, but I don't know, whatever. I don't mind it. I mean, it's definitely not my favorite. All of the starters in Scarlet and Violet so far are not my favorite. Ever since Bulbasaur and Charmander and Squirtle. Super Rod, holy cow, are we on fire or what? And a Dendra, holy jeez. What is going on with these packs? What is going on with these packs? Super Rod, followed by a Dendra, full art, that's the ultra rare. Holy cow, not the special illustration rare. What is going on with these packs? Good thing there's only 8 of them. I'm gonna lose my mind. I have a hot hand. I should just be opening cards until I can't afford to anymore right now at this rate. My goodness. Unbelievable. Come on, baby. Let's keep it hot. Keep it hot. Grusha. Electrode. Qianpao EX Full Art! What is going on right now? What is with these stacked packs? Holy cow, the Full Art Qianpao. I am losing my mind. We got the Qianpao EX Full Art. We got the Quackable and the Pikachu EX Regulars. Got the Wo-Chien EX Special Illustration Rare. The Gold Super Rod. The Dendra. What is happening? I swear, these are all out of a booster box. I shuffled them when I put them into like my little container where I take all the cards from. They're finally a first pack that I don't hit anything with. So apparently the hits come in full force and I shuffled them in the way where the last 8 packs are straight up gold. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. Now, imagine if the Magikarp comes, or the Tyranitar, or the Raichu. Not in this pack. Ugh. I can't believe it. Honestly, I can't believe it. This pack is all sorts of messed up here. Man, hit that like button if you haven't yet, because this is just absurd. Absolutely absurd. You know, I always thought it was a bit of a risk, because I open like usually 10 packs per video. And occasionally, Skeletor GX, another hit. Unbelievable. Occasionally the 10 packs like offer you nothing, and that's just the luck of the draw, which makes the opening kind of boring when there's no hits. But then occasionally you just get straight up lucky like I am right now, and I just can't believe how many pulls we've just got. This is insane. This is the last pack, so this might be the best 8 packs of Pokemon I've ever opened. That's not true, because I literally just pulled the Espeon VMAX and the Gengar VMAX Alt-Arts. Sneasel, last card in 3, 2, 1. Tyranitar, I wish it was the illustration rare. But man, how do you ever complain about this? Unbelievable. We got the Skeletor EX, the Qianpao EX Ultra Rare, the Quackable EX, the Pikachu EX, the Dendra Full Art Supporter, the Golden Super Rod, and the Wo-Chien EX Special Illustration Rare. Wow. I am in utter disbelief. That's going to do it for me at the Poke Office. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all. If you want to be entered to win 4 packs of Paldea Evolved, maybe you could have magic like that. Hit the subscribe button, bell notifications on, leave a comment with whatever you want to tell me, and hit the like button for me. I appreciate it so much. And until my next video, peace.